Dear student, today my assignment related to module 9 SAM project 1A, and this is the Shelly Cashman Excel module 9 SAM project 1A. This is the title of the assignment. I just increase its size so that you can easily see. And this is a Maxwell training formula auditing, data validation, and complex problem solving. Now we have to getting started this assignment. Instruction says that just we have to save and the file mentioned here sc ex365 2021 9a first name last name xls. Just we have to say download, then save it, and then open it. And already I have downloaded, saved, and open in front of you. This is the file Shelly Cashman Excel module 9 SAM project 1A. This is the file on which we have to apply all the instruction given in the word file, and I have to complete the solution for submission. Next step for this assignment, for just preparation, edit the file name by changing 1 to 2. Now this is a file and we have to change this file 1 to 2. Just go to save as and then browse it, and after browsing many times, because I have done this assignment, so already I have changed this to 2. When I get a fresh assignment, then there should be a 1, and I change this 1 to 2 and just save it. Already exists, yes. Okay, now I change the assignment to 2 as the instruction says to me. Next, instruction says that with this file, ensure that your first name and last name is displayed in cell B6 of documentation worksheet. This is we have to ensure, mean we have to check either in the B6 first name and last name exist or not. I check it, and when I press the B6, then I see the first name and last name exist. If not, then we have to do the procedure given here. If cell B6 does not display your name, delete the file and download new copy. Then we get the name. But here name is already exist, so we do not did this step. Next instruction says that to complete this project, we have a solver add in this uh, solution file. If not exist, then we have to add it. I check either it is exist or not. Okay, for this I go to the home tab, and sorry, I go to the I check it uh, data tab. Yes, I go to the data tab and checked either the solver is existing or not. See here, dear student, solver is already existing here. If not, then what we have to done for adding this solver into this solution, please see here, so that you can individually, if want to do this assignment, you can do that. This is the file, just we click here, and this is the option. Next you have to click here. After this you have to click on the adds in. After that you have to manage tab, and here should be Excel adds in. If not present, then check mark that. Already existing there. After that you have to move into the go tab and click here. After that, here you see different tools existing here, and instruction requiring you have to put our add solver add in here already checked mark mean already existing in this file. If not, then you have to check mark this and then just OK it. This is the extra step that I my duty to solve it. Okay, next, now I start the project basic step that we have to do for the completion of this SAM module. These are the project steps, and this project contain total 12 points, 12 instruction point, and I try my best to solve 50 to 60% of the assignment, because this is a 12 step, and maybe if I try to complete this solution, this may take 50 to 60 minutes. That is much longer time for the video. So if any student need this assignment, you can contact with me. I provide the solution of SAM 9A, SAM 10A, or 11A, or Excel file, Word file, PowerPoint file. So without wasting the time, I start the first step of this assignment. This is the first step, and says that Deshaun Washington run the Florida office of the Maxwell Training, a corporate training firm in Tampa. He is using Excel workbook to analyze the company's financial and ask for your help in correcting errors and solving problem with the data. And now instruction says go to the blended training worksheet. Okay, I go to the blended training worksheet. This is the blended training worksheet, and Dishan asks you to correct the error in the worksheet. Correct this error as follows. Okay, we have to follow the instruction below. According to below A, B, C, D instruction, we have to correct the errors. First step of the instruction says that use a trace precedence arrows to find the source of the value error in the cell F7. First of all, we have to find F7. When we find this, we have to just use or place trace precedence. Okay, F7, put here F7 and just click here. Okay, this is the F7 value. Now we go to the formula tab, and after the going to the formula tab, use the trace precedent. Okay, just click here, and further what instruction says that I read in instruction B is in instruction number B, instruction says that we have to use trace dependent arrows to determine whether the formula in F7 causes other error in the worksheet. Okay, trace dependents for checking error occur further here or not. Just click here, trace dependent, yes, error occur due to this F7. Now instruction says that instruction says that correct the formula in F7 which should multiply the mandatory training fee per person F3 by minimum number of trainees F5 and then add the online SS fee F6. Okay, here instruction says that we have to multiply F3 by F5 and then added into F6. This is the correct form of the formula, and I see in the sheet already what factor are multiplying and added. Okay, see here, this is F2 multiply by F5 and then F6 adding into this, but instruction says that for correcting this value we have to multiply it by with F3. So instead of F2 we place here F3 and just enter it. When I enter the formula F3 multiply by F5 then adding it to F6, we get the result and error removed. Now last step of the instruction 1 says that remove the trace arrows. Okay, just we have to remove the trace arrows. Once again I go to the formulas and this is the removal of the arrows. Just click here. Okay, I remove these arrows. Now I move toward the step number 2. One is completed, and step number 2 says that correct the name error in the B21. Okay, firstly I find where the B21 exists. B21, I place here or put here B21. Just click it. I get I just move up the sheet so that you can see easily where the B21 exists. This is the B21, and further instruction what says also be also instruction number 2 have the 2 point. Okay, and its first step what says, I read. Its first step says that use any error checking method to determine the source of the error in cell B21. We should calculate the average income per session. Okay, we have to use any error checking method in B21 to calculate the average income per session. Okay, in B21 and each error checking method. Go to the error checking and click here error checking, and this table telling me that here is the average which is represented by very shortcut AVG. This is the not correct formula of average, so we have to change this formula to real. Okay, we put here AVERAG, click here, this is the formula and just enter it. When I enter the correct formula, then I get the result and error removed. Next option mean point B of the instruction 2 just says that correct error by editing formula. I already edited the formula, so it's 2 steps completed still now. Now I move toward the step number 3 of this assignment, and step number 3 says that correct the divide by zero error as follows. Now we have to follow division by zero error to correct the remaining error in this sheet. Step A of the instruction 3 says that evaluate the formula in cell B17 to determine which cell is causing the divide by zero error. Okay. Instruction says that we have to find the B17 where B17, and then we have to evaluate the formula. Okay, I place here put here B17 and just click here, this is the B17. Now I evaluate the formula. For evaluation of the formula I go to the formula tab, and this is the evaluate formula. Just click here, and for the evaluation to zero division, click here, and this is the zero division. Okay, now further what instruction says, instruction 3 part B, correct the formula in B17 which should divide the income per program cell B15 by minimum number of trainees cell B15. Okay, instruction here says that we have to divide B15 by B5, and when we do this step, mean B15 divided by B5, then we remove the error. We can remove the error, so we do this. Here see that here is the B15 divided by B8. Instruction says that here should be B5. Just enter it and we remove the error here. Now part C of the instruction uh, C say that fill the range C17 to F17 with the formula in cell B7. Okay, I just fill the range C17 to F17 with formula in cell B17. Hint: you will correct the news error in cell C17 in the following step. Instruction says that mean we have to keep in mind when we fill the range C17 to F17, error will occur in C17, and this error or that error should be corrected in new step, mean step number 4. Now firstly I fill the error. I fill the C17. This is the filled. I filled it, and instruction says that error should occur in the C17. I You can see it, error occur here. Okay, this error how should be removed? This should be removed from the step number 4, and I read the step number 4. Dishan suspects that two remaining errors are related to zero value in the cell C5. He wants to make sure that anyone entering the minimum number of trainees enter a number greater than 0. Okay, add data validation to range B5 to F5. Firstly, we have to add data validation to range B5 to F5. Okay, I select B5 to F5 here. I place here B5 to F5. Okay, this is the range B5 to F5 where data validation should be applied according to instruction number 4 one by one. Instruction number 4 part A says that set the data validation rule. Set the data validation rule for range B5 to F5 should that allow only whole number value greater than 0. Okay, data validation applied here, and only we have to allow whole number that is greater than 0. This is the part E of the instruction number 4. Go to the data and go to the data validation and go to the data validation, and instruction says that value should be whole number, click here, and data should be greater than 0, click here, and minimum number here is 0. Okay, this is the E part of the instruction. Now B part of the instruction says add input using number of trainees. Okay. Add input message using number of trainees as a input message title. Okay, as a message title there should be a number of trainees, so copy it and place here input message, and title should be number of trainees. Okay, now and further what instruction says, the following text as a input message. Okay, this is the input message. This is enter the minimum number of trainees for this program. This is the input message. Okay, place here, this is the input message. Okay, now I move toward the instruction 4 part C. Add an error alert using stop style. Okay, error alerts using stop style. Okay, go to the error alert, and already this is a stop. Okay, now trainee error training error as the error title, and instruction says training error as a error alert. I copy this and put as a alert. This is a training error as a title, and next instruction says add the following text as a error message. This is the text that should be as a error message, and I copy the text and paste here in the place of error message. Okay, I placed here. Now this is the all about the step number 4. So completed here. Now I just do it. Okay, after that, now instruction number 5 start now, and instruction number 5 says that identify the invalid data in the worksheet and correct the entry as follows. Okay, instruction 5 says that invalid data in the worksheet and correct as follow. How to correct? Now I read the step number A. Step A of the instruction 5. A says that circle the invalid data in the worksheet. Okay, we have to circle the invalid data. I just go to the data tab and go to the validation and circle the invalid data. Just click here and I see here the invalid data have encircled. Now step B of the instruction 5 says that type 15 as the minimum number of trainees for each tech skill program cell C5. Yes, here instruction says that type 15 in the C5, and this is the B5, okay, C5, and here should be 15. Click here. Okay, next verify that this change cleared the remaining error in the worksheet. Okay, this is the now verification demanded by the instruction. You now check that the sheet is corrected or any remaining error present here or not. Okay, now I check this. When I go through this sheet shows that there is no error present here. So far I have completed its 5 step, mean near about 50 to 55 or 60% of the assignment.